Good morning, peeps. It's been a while. I don't know where the time's gone. I really don't. I was checking my YouTube and it's been, well, I think must have been the end of April. So sorry about that. So I'm going to do an update today. I've had new starts and I've had some finishes. So I'll show you what I'm working on at the moment, which I started on Sunday, I think it was. This is from the Cross Stitcher Summer 2017 issue 319, and I'm doing the tattoo sampler from Stitchrovia, which is fab. So I'm stitching this on 28 count Jaslyn from Chromatic Alchemy. I think it's called Florin. It was a fabric of the month. So that's where I am at the moment. I had to go and get a load more black yesterday. I probably should have invested in a cone, but it's really fun to stitch. It's really, really nice. What else have I been working on? The charity stitch along from Stitchrovia. I've had a couple of Stitchrovia months. I think that was May. That was an awful block to stitch. I don't know why, but a few people on Instagram also said they didn't enjoy it as well. I don't know what it was. It looks messy and then this was June, which was released on June the 1st, and that was a really quick one. I think that was 2 or 3 days. It's gone a bit wrong. That bit there is too far over. I have real trouble doing the back stitch. Real trouble. So there's only 3 more parts to be released of that, and then that's done. So July, August, September. Right, I had a whip that I started a long time ago, and I decided it was going to be for me, and then I decided it would be for my friend's wedding. Well, the wedding was a couple of weeks ago, but what's annoying is that when I got it out, it only took a day to finish. So I don't know why we have these whips, well, me anyway, and then put them aside, and then you get them back out and you think, oh, why didn't I do that? Because it was like a really quick finish. There we go. So that was a Country Cottage Needleworks chart to have and to hold. And like I say, it just took a day to finish off. I think I'd done one tree in the church and I'd done the bride and groom, and it really was just a quick stitch. I finished that the weekend. So that's ready to give to her next week when I see her. So it's not too late. And I started another, I think I showed you that I was going to start it. It's another Stitchrovia one, and it's When Life Gives You Lemons, and I think I showed you my fabric and the beautiful colours that I was ready to start. And this is also for my friend who I'm seeing tomorrow. She loves her gin, so, and I framed it yesterday. There we go. When Life Gives You Lemons, Make a G&T. This was so much fun to stitch. Really, really fun, and the colours are just, my favourite bit to stitch was the lemons bit. But I'm really, really pleased with that. I think she's going to love it. And it's just a plain black, quite chunky frame. It's difficult to know how to frame things when they're for somebody else, because you don't really know what their style is. So those are my 2 finishes, and the charity stitch along is sort of a mini finish. I think I've worked a little bit on Big Red Ship, but I won't show you. I think I finished a page and started a new page, but I'll show you in my next update, because I'm going to work on that a bit more this month. And Ex Machina I've worked a little bit on, but it's only an extra row of 10 by 10 blocks and they're still all the same colour, so I won't show you that. I'll try and finish get the elusive page finish. Heaven and Earth Designs had a sale, and I knew there was a sale, and I refrained from looking for so long. I thought, I don't need any more. I've got like 10 in my stash, 3 on the go, but it was 50% off, and the chart it's just me. It's so me. So I bought it, and I only bought one. I printed it off yesterday, so it's ready to go, and it's called Ye Old Craft Room, artwork by Ciro Marchetti. That's how you say his name. It's me, isn't it? But it's a big one. So it's the stitch count is 700 wide by 490 high. And I've done all my Heaven and Earth charts on 18 count Ada, which I really like. I like the coverage. I just really like it. But I was thinking of doing this on 25 count even weave, 1/1, just really to get the size down a little bit. But I'm not sure. When I stitched my Mirabilia, I hated doing the skin 1/1, but I'm not sure if that was because it was a mix of 1/1 and the normal 2/2 crosses. So I might do a test block, sort of do 100 stitch block and see how it feels. I'm not sure. I might have a measure up, and if there's not a massive difference in size, I'll probably stick to 18 count, but I might try it. And I've watched Pam's pin stitch video to start when you're just using one thread and finish. So I might give it a go and see how I get on. I had an amazing email yesterday from the people at Cross Stitch Gold magazine. I sent a picture of my Oriental Princess that I finished into the magazine, and I had an email yesterday to say it's featured in the next issue, which is released next week. So I'm probably going to do another update in a couple of weeks and show you everything I've been working on, and I'll show you in there. Fame at last. What else was there to say? I've had a couple of fabrics of the month. I think actually that florin, that was a fabric of the month, but I'm not sure which fabric was with which month. So I'll fish them all out, because I'm going to, Stitch Mania have released all their stitch alongs for 2018, and there's a couple that I've sort of, for this year, that I've joined and said I'm going to do, and not quite sure what I'm going to do. So I need to go through all, I'm going to make a list of next year's stitch alongs and see, and choose some projects to sort of tie in with those. So I'm going to get all my fabrics and threads out. This, I'm going to kit it up. It's my birthday at the end of the month, so if I get some birthday money, I'm going to get all my threads and kit that up. I was going to try and finish Faces of Fairy first, but if it's kitted up, then if I get the urge to start it, I can start it, can't I? Yeah. I went to a quilt show. I bought a really cool lamp. I've been searching like forever for a lamp, because we got rid of our floor lamp downstairs when we bought our new sofa. So I sort of sit on the sofa, and I have a big windowsill, and all my ork jar and scissors and everything is on there. And I need a lamp that I can clip on somewhere, because if it stands on the windowsill, I can't stretch it over enough where I sit. So I've been searching for months for the right sort of lamp, and I found one, and it was reduced actually. It was a show price, and I don't think they've been out very long, and it's a daylight smart clip-on, it's called. And yeah, I'll show it you because it's really, really good. And it's not very big. And it can, all I've got to clip on is like the lip of the windowsill. So it sort of clips on there and then I can bend it around. But it's a touch. And it's got different brightnesses. And the joy of it is that it's a USB charger, so you can plug it into your phone charger and have it charging, but I think, I'm not sure how many hours. There's an internal rechargeable battery and a USB cable, so you can plug it into your computer or phone charger. I'm not sure how many hours you get. Oh, it doesn't say. Oh, 4 hours. 4 hours of light, so I'm really, really pleased with that. And it was reduced to £20. But whether they were just sort of saying it was reduced to make me buy it or not, I'm not sure. I haven't looked into how much they really are. But I'm really pleased with it. There was a lady at the quilt show and she had on display vintage quilts that she'd salvaged from antique shops, charity shops, and they were like really, really old, but still really, really nice. And what she's done, she has recreated these vintage quilts. She's made patterns so that you can make them, and she'd shown the original ones. I think the one she showed me was from 1910. And like you could still see all the stitching and everything. It was really, really beautiful. And she's recreated the pattern so that you can make it yourself. You can't really see from that picture because it's taken out of the shiny. But it's all step by step, all the different blocks. You're not going to be able to see this, I don't think. There's like one big panel in the middle. And then all these big blocks all around the outside are all different designs of blocks. So you've got your Ohio style, log cabin, and it's really, really nice. Oh, no, that's not the date. 1860, the quilt was from, the original quilt, that she still had it. And she tells you how much fabric you need to recreate it. And I've been waiting to start my quilt that I'm making out of all my scraps. I've chosen all sort of browns and greens because I can't decide on a block. I was going to do a log cabin and I just can't decide, and I don't want to start cutting it all in case I change my mind. But this is a good one because I can just have all different blocks all the way around. And for I bought way too much, but I think I'm going to use it for a border as well. For my centre panel that the blocks go around, I bought this beautiful fabric. So I bought quite a bit because originally I thought it would be nice for the back of the quilt, which I might still do yet because there's plenty of it. I might do a panel in the middle and then a border and see what I've got left. And if I do the blocks quilt as you go, I can use that on some of the backs. I might make the back scrappy like the front. I think that was all I bought. I bought some more needles and spray-based glue and stuff like that. Do you want me to do a quick flip through of this magazine? Because I think it was only released. It was released at the end of May. So I'll do a quick flip through in case anybody's interested. This is designed by Becky Spencer. Some dream catchers. They're quite nice. I don't really stitch hoop things. But it's got all step by step as well. How to make the feathers on perforated paper, which I've never used. Some cute little cards for kids. Like I say, that's the tattoo sampler from Emma Condon from Stitchrovia. How to make a envelope. There's not normally masses in this one, in this cross stitcher magazine that I do, but I specifically bought it for the tattoo sampler. Some little house cushions. My mum would like those actually. But once you buy the magazine, you've got all these patterns on hand, haven't you? In case you, the letter library this month is seahorses. Oh, so you could make a towel. Not really my thing, but like I say, there's a wedding hat sampler that they've made into a cushion. That's quite nice actually. That's designed by Wendy Hope Faulkner. So it's wedding season, isn't it? Some cute cats. Apart from the tattoo sampler in this issue, there's not really like a standout. They're all just little cutesy things this month. Oh, it's to stitch all the emojis. I wouldn't do that. Let's say there's not. Oh, and then at the back, it's like a little summer issue. It's sort of, it's all little button stitches and things like that. There's not really a, oh, that's the other big one. Hit the Road, it's called. Who's that by? That's by Susan Penny. Oh, there's a lanyard. How to make a lanyard. Little embroidered flowers for your jacket or bag. That's it. Like I say, not an awful lot in that one, but I did get it for that pattern. So I've been buying quilting magazines and all sorts, but I think that's it, folks. Don't think I've worked on anything else. I'm coming back in a week or two, she says, and oh, a few people have asked me about, you know, the little vintage sewing machine cross stitch I used for my picture on YouTube. Quite a few people have asked me where the pattern is from. It was from Etsy quite a few years ago, and it was when I was sort of just getting back into cross stitch and didn't really know any better, and in hindsight it looks like it's a copy. And it might not be, but was it Etsy or eBay? I'm sure it was Etsy. But yeah, so I haven't seen anything else on there, but it's worth, you know, keep looking on Pinterest and Etsy and sort of put in vintage sewing machine cross stitch and one similar. There are a couple of similar ones out there, but that particular one, I'm not sure if it was a genuine chart, so I can't pass it on or anything like that. But like I say, it might not be, but it looks a little bit copied. So that's it, folks. Like I say, I'm going to come back in a couple of weeks. I'm off to buy some Velcro now. I have a couple of stitching projects I need to get done for somebody else, and I'm ridiculously behind on YouTube. I'm thinking of deleting my watch later list and starting again with all the new ones and then working back, because I'm like months and months and months behind, and I'm just missing the newest updates. I know I'd get to them, but that little number on watch later is bugging me because it's so high. But they're all brilliant. Really, really love them. I will see you in a couple of weeks. Take care. Happy stitching. Bye.